Matchup number 3, halfway through. Primetime versus Professor X. This is actually one of my more fun matchups just because I feel like these guys are pretty similar in their styles and kind of the way they go about football. For me, it was a fun matchup, the fact that they got lined up against each other. We'll go over the quarterbacks here, and not a big discrepancy, honestly, with the names. He had JD, Primetime had JD5, 22 points from him. He did his thing. He did look a little rusty. He looked like a little off, but he still got 22 for you. So, you're not upset with it. You're just like, okay, fine. And then Drake May had 16, a little bit to be desired. The matchup was sweet. He should have taken advantage, especially at home. And then we'll go into the running backs here because this is where Primetime had the advantage with both of his running backs in double digits. Aaron Jones with 14, very nice. Listen, I'm tell you me, I was probably one of the Aaron Jones doubters, and he just continues to kind of prove you wrong every year. So 14 points from him, and then Jonathan Taylor with the 11. You definitely feel bad about Jonathan Taylor just because, it should have been more. It definitely should have been more there. He left some meat on the bone. And then Professor X, rides with Bucky. Bucky gets 12. The touchdown really helped out his day. And then, that's all of note here with the running backs. When we go to start, the starting wide receivers, the name and the rookie sensation that everyone was talking about was, Ibuka. Ibuka had 21, 2 tutties, huge, man. And this is kind of what you anticipated with no Godwin. Nothing to note from Primetime's side. And then on the tight end side, really one of the bigger highlights of the week too was, the rookie Tyler Warren. He had 11. Was really getting peppered in that first quarter. And then that's where he did the most of his damage. But he looks like he's going to be solid all year. So you feel good about that. And then we're going to salute Mr. Brandon Aubrey for Primetime with 11 points. But really a low-scoring affair. But, at the end of the day, man, it doesn't matter as long as you win. And Professor X is able to get over the century mark, 106 to 79 with Primetime. So, you'll take it as it comes. It doesn't matter as long as you get that dub. And that's what Professor X was able to do. 106 to 79, 1-0 for Professor X, and 0-1 for Primetime.